Hey there, guys. Welcome back to Anthony Reviews. We're Anthony Reviews. And today we are taking a look at the Valaverse Action 4 Sergeant Slaughter. It is a brand new Sergeant Slaughter figure from a smaller toy company known as Valaverse. They've got a new toy line called Action Force, which, if you haven't really gathered, is clearly influenced from the world of G.I. Joe, but it is totally original characters, with Sergeant Slaughter being, a free agent, essentially, signing on and joining the Action Force. So they've got a new figure, Series 1. Really excited for it. I'm a pretty big Joe fan, obviously, and a Sergeant Slaughter fan. So I figured we'd check out the figure. So without further ado, let's check out the review.
Nearly 40 years ago, Hasbro did something that really shouldn't have worked. They took a real-life celebrity and brought him into the fictional world of G.I. Joe. Okay, to be fair, they brought a fictional character that was portrayed as a real person in the world of professional wrestling. The man known as Sergeant Slaughter was chosen for his clear military attire and overall personality of being both a hard-ass and a badass. The perfect candidate to be the new drill sergeant for the Joes. Now, flashing forward to 2021, a smaller toy company known as Valaverse is inspired by these 80s toys and decides to put their own spin on the concept. Thus, a whole new world of militaristic heroes and villains are born. And since Slaughter wasn't exclusive to G.I. Joe, he could join this new world as well. This new Sergeant Slaughter figure is officially licensed by Valaverse from the professional wrestler himself, which means there's no pretending who this is clearly meant to be. And honestly, looking at this guy, it would be pretty silly to imagine him as anyone else. Although it clearly is influenced by his presence in the 80s, it features a fairly unique look for him. While the iconic hat and glasses are present, we have a nice olive green jacket as well as camo pants and big black boots. All these colors do fit the Sergeant Slaughter look, so he doesn't look too far off of what you may remember. This update also allows for alternate versions to be made in the future, which Valaverse has already teased with their Series 2 version of the character. For me, I think this updated look looks really nice and makes him stand apart from other Sergeant Slaughter figures. The amount of detail is fantastic, but certainly not overdone. I honestly don't think I'd change anything about it. With this being a figure from a relatively new company, many people have been curious when it comes to articulation. I'm very happy to say that this figure has pretty much all the points you'd imagine for a 6-inch scale figure like it. Tons of double bends and rotating pieces. Engineering-wise, this figure has got it all. The only downside here is the ability to use it. A lot of the joints on this figure are stiff. It even comes with instructions on how to properly heat up the figure in case of this. I will say I totally admire that attention to detail. Other companies wouldn't bother and you'd end up breaking your figure. However, it doesn't change the fact that this figure is a bit more than your average 6-inch scale figure, and I'm a bit more worried about possibly breaking it because of that. The arms work well, the legs work well, the hands scare me. I'll leave it at that. They're just a little too tight, even after putting them in hot water. Speaking of hands though, let's move on to the accessories. He does come with a good amount. The hat and glasses are removable if you want a naked-looking Slaughter. I get why they are removable, but honestly I wish they weren't. The hat can pop off just a little too easily for me, and I totally worry about losing these tiny glasses at some point. They do look good though. He also does come with a nice handgun and knife just in case he runs into trouble in the field. And if you're wondering about hands, oh boy, he comes with plenty. And to top it all off, he does come with a base. I'm very happy with all of the offerings here. With Sergeant Slaughter being a star in both the world of G.I. Joe and the world of wrestling, there are some comparisons to be made. Here he is with Classified, Elite, Unrivaled, and, maybe some other ones as well. So, enjoy this look. Valaverse has managed to make a wonderful figure that fits in well with a great amount of other toy lines. It's very clear that these guys have a great passion for this, and I can't wait to see what they offer in the future. Please check them out because you'll probably like what you see.
And there you guys go. Those were my thoughts on the Valaverse Action Force Sergeant Slaughter from Series 1. I know there's a Series 2 coming out, and I'm honestly pretty excited for it. This figure, while not perfect, is pretty damn good, with tons of accessories, excellent detail overall. I mean, he looks just like him. I mean, in terms of a 6-inch scale figure, he looks fantastic. So I would highly recommend you check out some of their other figures. They've got things like this sort of trooper, like a swarm trooper. It's got this sort of hornet bee motif going on. But they've got sort of like general sort of troopers and all sorts of accessories. And I definitely recommend you check them out. You know, if you search any place like Instagram, Twitter, just Big Bad Toy Store, they've got their figures, Valaverse, Action Force. Definitely recommend it. But hey, you know, let me guys know what you guys think of the figure down below in the comments. Check out some other videos. I've got some G.I. Joe content, Power Rangers content, DC stuff. And I just recently did my top 10 figures of 2021. And who knows, maybe Sergeant Slaughter will make my top 10 of 2022. Anything's possible. Okay. Subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'm at Anthony Lantern on both Instagram and Twitter. And I certainly hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.